Tonight, you don't have to solve anything. The Blue Hammock is already waiting. There is an empty pier on a quiet bay in Nova Scotia. Cold air moves over still water, and the night sits low around the shoreline. You are standing near a small boathouse at the edge of the pier. One hand rests on the weathered doorframe, where the wood feels cool and worn beneath your palm. Inside the boathouse, a small lamp glows on a plain wooden shelf. Beside it sits a folded scarf, an empty mug, and a coil of rope resting in a soft circle. Nothing inside asks to be moved. The mug can stay empty. The rope can stay coiled. The scarf can wait on the shelf until it is needed. Outside, the bay is dark and quiet. Across the water, a few house lights glow softly on the far shore. They are small from here, but they are there. Not close, not loud, only present. The ocean keeps the same slow rhythm, steady, steady. The ache you brought here is not sharp enough to make noise. It is quieter than that. It sits somewhere behind the ribs, like a room with the light turned low. A feeling of being far from others. A feeling of not being seen clearly. A feeling that some distances have grown without anyone meaning for them to grow. The pier does not ask you to name it better than that. It simply stays beneath your feet. Beside the boathouse, tied between two posts, the blue hammock hangs near the edge of the pier. The dark water is visible beyond it. The far lights are visible beyond the water. The hammock moves only slightly in the cold air. It does not ask you to rest yet. It only waits where it is. You take the folded scarf from the shelf and place it gently around your neck. The fabric is soft and a little warm from the room. Then you step out from the boathouse and onto the open pier. The boards beneath your feet are steady. The water below is calm. Only this much. Only the pier, the cold air, the small lights across the bay. You begin walking slowly along the pier. The wooden boards stretch ahead into the dark, straight and simple over the still water. Each step gives a soft sound. Not loud. Only enough to remind you that the pier is here. The railing runs beside you, damp with night air and salt. Your fingertips touch it lightly as you move. The wood is cold and slightly rough. A rope hangs from one post and disappears into the shadow below. Near the far side of the pier, a small boat rests in the water, tired and quiet. It rocks only a little. The water does not pull hard at it. The rope does not strain. Everything here seems to know how to remain. The ocean keeps the same slow rhythm, steady, steady. Across the bay, the house lights appear and fade behind a low layer of mist. Some are yellow, some are white. One light is higher than the others, near the dark shape of a hill. They do not come closer. They do not need to. They are simply there, keeping their small places in the night. You pause near a low bench built into the pier railing. The seat is cold at first. Then your body warms it slowly through the fabric of your clothes. The scarf rests softly at your neck. Your hands settle in your lap. The bay is wide in front of you. The silence around it is not empty in the same way now. It has small sounds inside it. Water touching the pilings. A board shifting gently under the cold. A faint breeze moving past the boathouse behind you. The ache of distance may still be there, but it does not need to become a story tonight. It can sit beside you on the bench without being solved. It can look out across the water with you. It can be quiet here. One light across the bay flickers softly and steadies again. You notice it. You do not reach for it. You only let it remain where it is. Little by little. Enough for now. After a while, you stand and continue farther along the pier. The bench stays behind you. The boathouse light stays farther back, small and warm near the shore end. Ahead, the pier reaches into the quiet bay. The boards are darker here, damp from the cold air. You walk slowly, with one hand near the rail. The pier does not change itself to comfort you. It does something quieter. It stays. The posts go down into the dark water. The boards hold across the space between shore and bay. The railing keeps its simple line beside you. Nothing about it is loud. Nothing about it tries to cheer the night. It just remains under your feet. The ocean keeps the same slow rhythm. Steady, steady. You stop near the end of the pier. There is a small metal cleat bolted into the wood. A wet rope is wrapped around it, firm and ordinary. Your fingers rest near the knot without needing to untie it. The rope holds what it holds. The pier holds what it holds. The water holds the reflection of distant lights, broken into soft lines by the moving surface. Across the bay, the houses remain quiet. You may never know who is behind each light. a person in a kitchen, a lamp beside a chair, a room where someone has also grown tired enough to be silent. You do not need to know. It is enough that the lights remain. Connection does not always arrive as a voice. Sometimes it is only a glow across cold water. Sometimes it is only the knowledge that something is still lit somewhere. The night does not force that into happiness. It only makes the ache less sharp around the edges. You take one slow breath. The air is cold in your nose and soft in your chest. You let it leave without holding it. A small wave touches one piling below. Another follows. Then the water settles again. Only this much. Only the end of the pier. Only the lights across the bay. Only the water between here and there. You turn slowly and begin walking back along the pier. The far lights remain behind you now, but their soft glow still rests in the water. The boathouse appears ahead, its small lamp warm through the window. The blue hammock is beside it, a quiet blue shape near the edge of the pier. You are not rushing toward it. You are only returning by the same steady boards. The pier makes the same low sounds under your feet. The rail keeps its damp line beside your hand. A gull calls once somewhere far out, then the night becomes quiet again. The ocean keeps the same slow rhythm, steady, steady. You pass the bench where you sat before. It remains in place, facing the water. The space beside it is empty now, but the emptiness does not feel quite as cold. It is only space. Room for air. Room for the sound of water. Room for the body to stop trying so hard to feel close to everything at once. You continue toward the boathouse. A coil of rope lies near the wall outside. A lantern hangs from a hook above it. The lantern light is soft, pale gold against the grey wood. The blue hammock waits just beyond the lantern. It faces the bay. It faces the distant lights. It faces the dark water without asking it to become anything else. You pause beside it and rest your hand on one of the posts. The post is steady, a little damp, a little cold, still able to hold. That is enough for tonight. The ache inside you may not vanish. It does not have to vanish to become softer. It can sit in the same night as the pier. It can sit in the same night as the bay. It can sit beneath the same distant lights. The quiet can hold more than loneliness. It can hold the body too, little by little, enough for now. You lower yourself gently into the blue hammock. The fabric dips beneath you, then steadies between the posts. The pier remains below, firm and quiet over the water. The boathouse wall is behind you. The bay opens ahead. The distant house lights glow across the dark water. You rest your head back into the cloth. The scarf stays warm at your neck. The air is cold around your face, but not harsh. The hammock sways once, then again, smaller this time. The ocean keeps the same slow rhythm, steady, steady. Water touches the pilings below. The sound is low and close. A soft tapping. A slow settling. A quiet return. The pier stays through all of it. Through cold air. Through dark water. Through empty hours when no footsteps cross it. It remains. And for tonight, that remaining is enough company. You do not have to force the night to feel full. You do not have to turn loneliness into a lesson. You do not have to reach across the bay with tired hands. The lights can stay where they are. The water can stay between here and there. The hammock can hold you on this side of the night. A small light across the bay flickers softly again. Then it steadies. Another light rests lower on the shore. Another is almost hidden behind mist. All of them are quiet. All of them remain. Your hands loosen. Your shoulders sink deeper into the hammock. Your breath becomes slower, little by little. Enough for now. The pier remains. The water remains. The lights remain. The blue hammock keeps holding you in the quiet. The bay is still now. The pier is quiet. The boathouse light is low. The blue hammock moves only a little. The ocean keeps the same slow rhythm. Steady, steady. A small wave touches wood. The water settles back. The far lights glow softly across the bay. Not close. Still there. Not loud. Still there. Your breathing slows. The scarf is warm. The air is cool. The hammock holds. Only this much. Only this breath. Only this water. Only these small lights. The pier stays through the night. The water stays calm below. The houses across the bay keep their quiet glow. Steady, steady, little by little. Enough for now. The ache grows softer at the edges. It does not need to leave all at once. It can rest here too. The night can hold it. The pier can hold the quiet. The hammock can hold your body. The water can hold the reflections. Nothing needs to cross the bay tonight. Nothing needs to be called back tonight. Nothing needs to be proven tonight. Only rest. Only quiet. Only the soft, dark water beneath the pier. Steady, steady. Only this much. Enough for now. The pier remains. The bay remains. The lights remain. The blue hammock keeps holding you near the quiet boathouse. And across the water, small lights continue glowing through the night.